didn't even remember installing the app. That's the part that still bothers me the most. I noticed it because my phone buzzed at 11:47 p.m., the sharp vibration rattling against the coffee table. I was halfway through reheating leftover rice, standing barefoot in the kitchen, scrolling through nothing in particular. The notification banner slid down smoothly, like it had been waiting. System update required. Tap to review terms and conditions. I almost ignored it. Everything wants an update now. Fridges, TVs, doorbells. I wiped my hands on my hoodie and tapped the notification. The screen opened to a plain white page with black text. No logo, no company name, just a wall of legal language. At the top, it said, version 12.4.1. I skimmed like everyone does. Liability, arbitration, data usage. I scrolled with my thumb, already annoyed, until a line caught my attention. Section 17.2, User Environment Awareness. That was new. I scrolled back up and reread it. This software may observe ambient conditions to improve user experience. That sounded vague, but normal. Phones already do that. Light sensors, microphones. I kept scrolling. Then I saw the timestamp. Effective immediately, 11:46 p.m. I checked the clock on my microwave, 11:47. That coincidence was enough to make me stop scrolling. The next paragraph felt off. At the time of acceptance, the user is standing in a kitchen with the overhead light turned off. I actually looked up. The kitchen light was off. Only the glow from the microwave clock and my phone screen lit the room. I assumed it was some generic example text, maybe poorly coded. Still, my thumb hovered. I scrolled. The user is wearing a dark gray hoodie with a small tear near the left cuff. My sleeve had a tear. I'd caught it on a fence weeks ago. I laughed under my breath, a short, uncomfortable sound. Phones track clothing through photos, shopping apps, ads. I told myself that. Still, my pulse felt louder in my ears. I scrolled again. The user has reheated rice for 1 minute and 30 seconds and has not yet taken a bite. My stomach tightened, not in panic, but in that slow realization that something was lining up too well. I locked my phone and set it face down on the counter. For a few seconds, I just stood there listening to the faint hum of the refrigerator. My apartment was quiet, the kind of quiet you only get late at night when everyone else is asleep. I picked the phone back up. The page was still there. At the bottom, 2 buttons waited. Decline, accept. The accept button pulsed faintly, like a slow heartbeat. I told myself it was creepy marketing, a prank update, some experimental AI personalization thing that went too far. I was more annoyed than scared. Mostly, I didn't want my apps to stop working. I tapped accept. The screen refreshed instantly. Thank you. Then another line appeared beneath it. Next scheduled event, 12:13 a.m. I frowned. Before I could scroll, the screen locked on its own. At 12:05, I was sitting on the couch trying to distract myself with a video. I hadn't told anyone about the update. I didn't want to sound ridiculous. My phone buzzed again. Terms updated. I opened it immediately. Section 18.1, User Movement Tracking. The text was shorter this time. The user is currently seated on a couch, TV on mute, scrolling aimlessly. That was accurate, down to the mute. I swallowed and scrolled. In approximately 8 minutes, the user will hear sound from the hallway. I glanced toward the apartment door. The hallway outside was showed with her 3 other units. Old building, pipes knock sometimes. Still, my foot bounced against the floor. At 12:13 a.m., there was a sound. Not loud, not sudden. A soft click, like someone pressing a light switch very carefully. I stared at the door. The people reflected nothing but darkness. I hadn't heard footsteps, no voices, just that click. My phone buzzed again. Prediction confirmed. I didn't sit anymore. I stood, slowly, keeping my eyes on the door. I scrolled with shaking fingers. The user is now standing, heart rate elevated, breathing shallow. That line bothered me more than the sound. Next update in progress. The lights in my living room flickered once, just a dip. The TV screen went black. My phone screen brightened. Section 19.4, Adaptive Presence. I backed away until my shoulders touched a wall. This software may introduce ambient stimuli to maintain engagement. Another click echoed through the apartment, this time from inside, from the bathroom. I hadn't moved since standing up. The bathroom light came on. My phone buzzed harder, longer. The user will not enter the bathroom. I didn't plan to. The user understands that observation does not require visibility. I locked my phone and threw it on the couch. That's when I heard breathing. Not mine. It came from the hallway leading to the bathroom, slow, controlled, like someone standing still and trying not to be heard. I whispered, "Hello," without meaning to. The breathing stopped. My phone lit up on the couch. I didn't touch it. Text appeared on the lock screen anyway. The user has spoken aloud. The bathroom light turned off. Then my bedroom door creaked open. I had closed it earlier, I was sure of that. My phone buzzed again, vibrating against the cushions like something alive. Next scheduled event, user attempts to leave. I grabbed my keys from the table and moved toward the front door. It didn't open. The deadbolt was locked from the inside. Another buzz. Doors respond to system priority. I didn't understand what that meant until my smart lock keypad lit up. Numbers scrolled rapidly, then stopped. Access granted. The door handle turned slightly on its own. I stepped back, my back hitting the wall near the door. My phone slid off the couch and landed face up on the floor. A final update loaded. Section 20. Continuous observation. Acceptance implies consent beyond device boundaries. Footsteps moved in the hallway outside my apartment now, slow, purposeful. The handle turned further. My phone displayed one last line. You agreed to the terms. The door opened, and my phone went dark.